Okay, guys, now I'm looking at the notes, and you are too, and just a couple of things. First, and we've seen this in our notes 100 times, but a percent is a ratio. It's a fraction whose denominator is 100. Okay? Decimals are numbers such as 8.56, 234.12, in which the digits in the ones place, the tenths place, etc., are separated by a decimal point. Okay? Now, I'm looking at this first example, and it says write the decimal as a percent and write the percent as a decimal. So I have two things up here. I have a percent in B, and I want to write that as a decimal, and I have a decimal in A, and I want to write that as a percent. Okay. Now, the thing I need to always keep in mind is that percents are bigger than decimals. They're the same numbers, but when I look at them, a percent looks bigger than a decimal. For instance, 0.50 is 50% as a decimal. As a percent. The percent looks bigger than the decimal. Okay? So, when I look at A, right, this is 5.00 as a decimal. Now, to make it a percent, I'm going to make it bigger because percents are bigger than decimals. All right, and I'm going to move it two places, always two places, and I'm going to get 500%. Okay? Easy enough on that. Now, when I go from percent back to decimal, I'm making the number smaller. I'm going to move the decimal point two places to the left. 1, 2. And I have to, you see, I only had one number in front of the decimal, so I've got to add another one called a placeholder. So it's 0.0054. And you'll notice the percent was just 0.54%, but the decimal is 0.0054%. The decimal looks smaller than the percent. Okay? That's something that can always orient us whenever we need to move the decimal. 5 is the same as 500%. I have 5 wholes, don't I? Okay? All right. Good job, guys.